One of the best aspects about WRTI is how easy it is to use. So looking at the website, westerntraining.org, anyone can access it either at home or from one of the centers. Let's take a look. So once you get to the website, westerntraining.org, as you can see, there are two login options, one for new users, one for existing users. For existing users, adding their email and their password. If someone forgets their password, the administrator at the center can access that for them and reset the password. And because I'm an existing user, I'm going to start off at the menu page. If I were a new user, I would have to go through a registration process that would record what center I was affiliated. As an administrator, I have an administrative page I can log on to. And so if I want to add a user, I'm just going to type in their email address here. Click on add a user, and that way when the person tries to log on to the site will recognize them as a user and allow them to go on. I can also, as an administrator, reset the password in case someone has lost their password, deactivate a user if someone's no longer affiliated with a center, and also look at certificates. This is great because the staff members and the volunteers have to complete the 40 to 80 hours of training prior to working with anyone at any of the centers. And they also have to complete a number of hours of training each year to remain certified. And then I could look at certificates. So in this case, this user has completed the session 1 on history and philosophy. Okay, going back to the main menu. The internal operating procedures, all of the instructions for anyone from any of the centers, and also any of the handouts for the sessions. If people want to print them and save copies, they can do that as well. So looking at the menu, you see you have a lot of different, we have 16 different sessions. All of the participating centers contribute at least one session to the video library. And this way we were able to share resources across the regions. So really easy to use. Looking at session 1, history. Before I am permitted to complete the session, I have to take a pretest. And so I'm looking at the history section, and the history session was actually the most used session this year. So some people will complete all 16 sessions to complete the certification process. Other centers will just have people use 1 or 2 of the sessions, or maybe more. So going through, I'm just going to randomly choose answers here. So again, very easy to use. Submitting. Now, in this case, because I have already completed this section, is going to allow me to go on to the video. So I'd go into the video section. So looking at the first session, this is an introduction to the history session. As you can see with this particular session, there aren't any handouts. If there were, I could click here to get the handouts for the session. We have it set up so that the user does have to watch the entire video before they can take the post tests. Since I've already gone through this session and completed my certification, I can stop this at any time. So I'm going to return to the menu. Go back to the session, and at the point that I finished the video, I would go to the post test, which isn't showing up here because I've already completed it. So you see post test completed, so I'm able to access my certificate. And again, I can print that off, return it to either of the centers that I'm affiliated with, and then go back to the menu and choose another session, or finish there. That's really it. So very easy to use. When I'm finished with my session, going to log out. That is the end of my session. So, as you can see, the website is really easy to use, which was what we were going for. Feedback that we've gotten back so far has been very positive. So I found the website to be user-friendly, fairly intuitive, and really lets people spend the time on what they should be doing. That's going back to the centers and helping victims.